Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with a train. And that's my train currently wandering past the screen. Okay. Oh, it's night time. Alright. I have been busy since the last episode because I am working on the South America quest. If I go to the wonderful logbook, which now says make a stop at Bogota, Colombia, or Bogota, and I'm 87% through the story. Can Catalina and crew find the road to El Dorado before Jean-Marc? The race is on to find the lost city of gold. Right. Well, this story so far has had me chasing around the world. Let me zoom out. I had to go pick up some ninja suits somewhere in Russia, some VR goggles somewhere in China, some VR drones in Lincoln, Nebraska, and a fake Fabergé egg from Athens, Greece. Which I ran into a little bug with that one. When I arrived at Athens, it wasn't there. So after I exited the game and came back in, it appeared. Then when I grabbed it, it didn't recognise I'd grabbed it. So I then went back to the main menu and back in, and it recognised I'd grabbed it. So there's a little bug with that one if you get to that point. However, now it wants me to go to Bogota. Or Bogota. So I will mark that, and then I will explain the other thing I have done. Oh, I'll sell whatever's on my train. I don't need it. Right. In the last episode, I reconfigured my train to be a passenger train. It's now got six cars at the front, which are money generating, followed by a load of passenger cars, and I've kind of tried to rearrange them sort of in heightish order, so it doesn't look too weird. Followed by a couple of toilets and the camel car, which I kind of just like on the end. Well, followed by a caboose. Which reminds me, I want to change the engine on this train because I don't like the caboose. The caboose is too basic. But that has generated me a reasonable amount of cash in my caboose by travelling around South America and Mexico, where a large number of passengers are, which helped generate enough cash for me to upgrade all the remaining stations around the world which were not fully upgraded. They now are. So from this point on, any money I make... Oh, good. Yeah, as I was saying, any money I make, I will be able to spend on getting new cars for my train. Well, I say new cars, I will be throwing money at the gumball machine and getting cars. Hopefully some of them I will never have seen before. So once I've generated a few more million, I will go mad at the gumball machine at some point. Alright, on with the story. Justin. Good afternoon, Catalina. I have your invitation for the ball at the Museum of Gold. Oh yes, the people on my train have one half of the Mask of Gold and are trying to get the Golden Eye. And Jean-Marc and his thief, whose name I currently can't remember, Monica, have already taken one half of the Mask of Gold from us. So I don't know how this is all going to work out. Nesta. Yes. What do you need us to acquire this time? Justin, I'm going to need you to get me the Iron Mask. Sophia, the one from the stories? Catalina, that item isn't on the underground market. How do you expect us to pull that off? Monica, thanks for the distraction, Justin. I'll be taking this. Catalina, my bag! Justin, did you double cross us? How could you? Justin, I do apologise, but everyone has a price. Nesta, she doesn't know the power of the mask. If she puts it on, her brain will become mush. Justin, not my problem. In fact, go ahead and keep the tickets. They're on the house. Catalina, unbelievable. We've got to find that golden eye. Okay, so Monica the thief could have her brains turned to mush. I've got to make a stop at Mar del Plata, Argentina. Okay, bit of a trek through South America, but not too bad. Let's get the train moving. How far away from... Oh, not too far away from daylight. So yes, this is South America Chapter 3-7. If I go along to the next place, I'll complete South America Chapter 3-10. So I've got a couple of stages of this to go yet before I will complete the South American story part. Once I complete the story, I should be able to immediately claim the prize money for completing the South America continent for cargo delivery and station upgrades, because I should have done them all while we're travelling along. I will show this. Oh, okay, I had fun. This train is pretty metal. Yes, I now have a passenger capacity of 175. I'm getting a bonus of 65% currently, because I've upped my facilities, entertainment, comfort and food with all the passenger style cars and entertainment style cars I've added to the train. So that's one of the reasons I'm making more money off passengers. As always, I tend to still make more money off completing the jobs because they just are that lucrative compared to passengers or cargo. Certainly far more lucrative than cargo. I don't even care what's that place, but for that bit of the trip from Bogota to Iquitos, I earned 9,000 in my caboose. Oh, I did say I want to change my train. The reason I want to change my train, as I scroll towards the back of it, this caboose just looks... yeah, it just doesn't look particularly good. I've got nothing against the train in particular. I'm just not a big fan of the caboose. And as I have a lot of engine. As I have a lot of engines to choose from now, so I go to the trainery. I have 36 out of a possible 35. All these different choices. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, but I will find one that I like the look of and shove it on my train with its corresponding caboose. So let me go find an engine. Don't think I've used you for quite a while. The Japanese luxury engine. Let me find the Japanese luxury caboose. Yeah, I don't know what its stats are. I'm not bothered what its stats are. I just wanted something that looked different. For that bit of the trip, I made 12,000 from passengers. It does add up quite a lot once you change your train to be more of a passenger train. But of course, when you're trying to deliver cargo to every station, cargo capacity is far more important. So yes, whilst the money is nice, and I have 1.5 million so far, the cargo capacity was more important. I'm not going to use the gumball machine right now, but just to show, it cost me 300,000 to get a rare roll, and 150,000 to get a standard roll. So I figure if I get about 5 million together, which isn't that difficult to do, then that would give me 10 rare rolls, 10 standard rolls, which should get me some cars I haven't seen before, I hope. Literally, I tend to have this game running alongside me as I'm working, so because it's just doing passenger collections now, I'll just every now and then look up, collect the money from the jobs and clear out the caboose and let it wander around the world. So doing that for 8-9 hours, you can earn 5 million. As long as you pay it a little bit of attention. So hopefully I will be able to do that. Maybe the next episode, maybe the one after. Depends how the story goes and where it takes me, etc. As I'm on my way to wherever it was. I'm not too far away from it. So that's kind of my plan for any money I now earn. It's always possible I have missed a cargo somewhere or a station, because there's quite a lot of stations in this game and it's very easy to overlook one or forget to do a cargo for a station and not notice until you think you've completed an area and suddenly find, oh no, I'm only still at 99%, and you have to go investigate which cargo it is. But I think I've got them all. I'm never 100% confident in these things. Whilst I'm here, time to collect on the couple of jobs I will have completed at this point, because it's all money and I might as well get some more jobs going, as I'm really not doing much apart from going across South America from Colombia to Argentina. I don't want any of those jobs. I'll take you. Okay, I'll take that job. If I could find another one quickly, it'd be nice so I can get the train moving again. Oh, we'll sell whatever cargo's in the wonderful cargo bay. Cargo bay, it's not a ship. Having these wonderful 6 cars at the front, they earn me probably just over 1,000 if they're all full of money, which is not a lot, but it does offset the cost of cleaning and repairing my train, as well as its standard operating costs. So you're never going to make much money off the food and entertainment type cars, but it is useful for just allowing your expenses to be offset, which is one of the reasons I can literally walk away from this game for half an hour, come back, no, I'm not going to run out of money, because I can just click on these cars and offset the expenses I've just run into. I still, of course, have 3 photographs to find in the world. The Petronas Towers, the Taj Mahal, and I forget the other one. Oh. King Park War Memorial? I think that's one meant to be in Perth. Petronas Towers are in Kuala Lumpur, which is not on the map. And the Taj Mahal's in India, but I haven't found it yet. I'm sure I will at some point. He says hopefully. Because sometimes you need to go past a certain spot half a dozen times before you actually get the photograph. And sometimes you'll go past it half a dozen times and not pay attention, and realise you missed the chance to take the photograph. So that is all part of the challenges of life. There are also some secrets outstanding, which I have no idea what they are that are outstanding. I don't even know if they all work on the PC version. I know they work on the mobile version of this game, but not sure about the PC version. I found a load of the secrets. I think it was episode 12 possibly. It's a long time ago, where I displayed a few of them happening. Let's have a burst of speed. Okay, we get up to 325 miles an hour with my top speed. We come to Antofagasta. Another burst of speed. So I'd like to get to, what is it, Mara del Plata this episode, which will allow me to finish the South American story in the next episode. Because I assume it's not going to send me somewhere close by after I've been to my next destination. Because this game rarely ever sends you anywhere close by to where you actually are. Which is fair enough. You get to explore the world. Okay, I've got a short... I'll zoom in. I've got a short bit and a really long bit, then 3 or 4 short bits, and I'll be at my destination. So we come towards El Salvador. It's a nice bright sunny day. This is my train in all its colourful glory. It does look very pretty, all these passenger cars. Some of them I actually took a bit of care in selecting. Off we go. For example, this one, the Peregrine Falcon passenger car, it has, as well as carrying 10 passengers, it has plus 10 comfort, plus 10 entertainment and plus 10 facilities, which is quite a good set of scores, whereas this one, the Afanaski Nitkin passenger car, has 8 for food, comfort, entertainment and facilities. Whereas the WAP 4 doesn't have, but it carries a lot of passengers. So some of these were kind of randomish, but certainly those 2 behind the game car were selected for their attributes. Whereas the Red Arrow passenger car, for example, and the Bohemian car, I just put on because they look pretty. Same with the Skyview car for that matter. Abraham's car's kind of a nice all-rounder. What's that? Plus 10 comfort when equipped in South America, where I currently am. So I'll lose that bonus when I leave South America. And the double-decker car is selected purely for its passenger capacity. Well, as well as the fact it looks quite good. And this is the joy of all these entertainment and food cars I selected. They're open for long hours, so they earn money relatively quickly. You can select cars that are open for 4, 5, 6 hours, which they may look prettier, some of them, but they don't earn you anywhere near as much money. As we head towards Concordia, I'll go through another. How many jobs have I collected on? That's 2, 3. No, just the 3. That's another 15,000. Better in my pocket than someone else's. And almost at Concordia. I think I'll just enjoy the journey for the next 2 or 3 stations. So I really haven't got much to say at this point. It gave me a chance to have a drink. Okay, gave me a chance to have a drink, feel refreshed, and 2 more stations to go after this one, and I will have reached my destination and will be able to complete another part of the South American story quest. Story/quest. I'm going to Buenos Aires. Well, before we get to Buenos Aires, I might as well go to my caboose and see how much money's in it. 51,000, just in this little trip across South America. Not too shabby. I will normally direct this train in its wonderful passenger glory to Mexico. You get a lot of passengers in Mexico. Okay, 175 miles and I'll be at my destination. So yes, once Mexico is open and you're trying to make money from passengers, go to Mexico. And if your train naturally deviates from Mexico, because as you tend to, you have auto depart on, which makes its own way, it's going to deviate either into the USA or deviate into Central America, both of which are not too bad for passengers. And once you notice it doing that, all you could do is send it back up towards Mexico, or back into Mexico, and it's a pretty good way of making a reasonable amount of money from passengers. And here we go, onwards and upwards with the story. Catalina. I think the decoy egg will do the trick for a couple of days. We should get out of here before it starts to melt. Julian. Is it made of chocolate? Catalina. Quite possible. Nestor. I call Esteban. He has a theory on where the mask needs to be worn in order to see the road to El Dorado. Yeah, but we don't have the mask anymore. Someone stole it. Julian, I'll get to work on cracking the code inscribed on this egg. Monica. Jean-Marc, I've acquired the other half of the mask. My drone should be at your location any minute. Jean-Marc, I see it. You were a great investment, Monica. Monica, the pleasure was mine. I hope El Dorado meets your expectations. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to make a stop at Lima. Here's Lima. Ah, okay. Well, I'll head in that general direction and see what happens in the next episode when I make a stop at Lima. But I apparently have stolen the Fabergé egg and replaced it with a bad duplicate. And we'll see if we get to see, well, who gets to find El Dorado at the end of this part of the story, or whether the story will continue on into the Central America story and quest. All will be revealed in the future. But as always, I hope you enjoyed or found it relaxing. And hopefully I'll see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!